marry for love or for money? You're welcome to the White Table Talk Show. My name is Funke Sayoli Famroti, your host as always, and I'm here with my beautiful ladies. On my right hand is Grace.
Grace, Lady G. Yeah, we call me Lady G.
You know, with the lovely smile, I must say, and with that elegant pin there.
Rita, so back here.
And today on the White Table Talk Show is a very exciting episode because we're talking something dramatic, something practical, something every woman wants to talk about. And in this generation, it's a very debatable topic, all right? And it is to marry for love or for money. Guess what? I'm going for love. No way. Cut. Guess what? I'm going for money. I'm going to be marrying for money.
I can see it. It's showing. It's showing.
You can't, you see, I can't, that is just,
You know, I'm marrying for love.
oh, really?
Oh,
Yes.
And for you, where do you stand?
I'm marrying for money and love.
Oh,
Okay.
choose to be
So,
neutral, but
Maybe
let's
some
see.
days I will want love. But
Okay.
every day I will want money.
You need money,
Oh.
Abi.
Yeah, I need the both.
Oh, really?
Yes.
But you know that at times love can call in money. There's so many.
Love call in money.
Choose where you want to stand. I am unapologetically standing for money, really, because to say the fact, we live in a generation where money speaks, money commands, money is essential, money is everything.
It's everything.
And guess what they used to say? When money enter love, it goes sweet.
It goes
It goes
sweet.
So for me, at least look at me, for goodness sake, this is high maintenance, my lady.
I can see
Exactly.
it.
So
When money enters love, you know, see, when money enters love.
so why do you want to marry for love? Talk-
Because you can now see that money is an addendum to love.
Oh, shit.
Because of that popular saying that says, when money enters love. You know, when you marry for love, the foundation will be solid,
Okay.
you know, affectionate,
Okay.
endearing.
Oh,
And
shit.
you know that, you know, when there's this love, it brings in a kind of
Harmony.
harmony and this favorable competition
Spend the money
to move
more.
on. I'm telling you.
Okay.
And you know, you begin to encourage yourselves.
making me
It causes, you know, spouses to encourage themselves to be better.
Well, I'll begin by saying, you see the both, money and love, they both play crucial roles in our life.
They do.
Depending where you find yourself.
Okay.
I can't be somebody that maybe growing up from a background where we don't have money.
Okay.
Then you expect me to marry for love
Love.
and continue with the hunger strike to the rest of my life.
That's
No.
it.
And at the same time, I won't want to, okay, there is money or there is no money. Then I want to marry a guy that has money and he will maltreat me out of not loving me. I just marry because, okay, you have money. I want to enjoy your money. I will now put my joy aside, put my peace of mind aside just to give
It is
you
better
the
to
money.
cry in a Lamborghini than on the Keke Marua.
Nevertheless, we can remember Fela Anikulapo, how he said, suffering and smiling. You know,
Forget it.
there are so many money mongers out there, and they're giving us a frontier of smiling happiness, but they're suffering while they're smiling. You know, they don't have that kind of love. They don't cherish it. And you know, where that love is, that is the right environment to bring up children, to nurture children that will be a positive influence to the society.
You have a point, but let me tell you something. I also know that love, it also depends on your definition of happiness.
Okay.
The truth of the matter is that, do you know why? Do you know the joy of you need certain millions of naira? It's at your beck and call. Do you know what? Do you know that joy?
The joy.
And guess what? In the past, remember our elders or whatever, they didn't really marry for love. They married because they were like cachod, okay, you have to marry this person. It was inside that marriage they now found love. Do you get? And coming down to this generation, you find out that the truth of the matter is that even peradventure you do not love the person. By the time you are inside the marriage,
Everything will change.
it will change because
Everything will change.
you know the certain needs of a
And
woman.
If you check social media right now, you
Okay.
see people that marry for money.
Be-
To you feel like, okay, they love themselves because you see the photos they take looking so romantically
Very
at themselves.
pretentious
You will tell
many
yourself
times.
that is love they are marrying for. But it will get to a point where the marriage will start breaking, we start hearing news of this and that. That's when you know that there was never love. It was all because of money.
Well, you have a point also, but I choose to stand in because I've tasted both. All right, I know,
Okay,
I know
from
what it means.
experience.
Yes, I know what it means to date a guy that you're just dating him because of his potentials, because you love him or he loves you. I also dated a guy that is very wealthy. I can tell you the truth of the matter is that if I'm to marry, I will marry for money. Why? Because I've seen. Please hold your thoughts, please.
Okay.
I've seen that when you are
Okay.
inside affluence and a certain level of comfort, my dear, you go happy. You go happy by first. You have chef, you have chef, you have chef, you have a chauffeur, you have a chauffeur, you have everything at your beck and call. He can just wake up that you know what, we're going to Maldives in the next 2 days and you're going. Do you know what that joy is? There is no how. Let me tell you something. There is a level of joy that comes that you cannot but even enjoy. And there is no how you will not fall in love with such a guy. And you know women. See, we are a little bit, we have just some certain needs. Our needs no plenty. For who understands. The needs of a woman is not so much, but
Yes.
there is some certain needs. If you can meet
Yes.
her needs, her personal needs.
But they say
is on-
women are materialistic.
Yes, we are.
So
That's
that's
the
why they
truth.
see money. They don't even care to check if there is really love.
They will,
But you can balance it.
you can balance it if you want to.
You can balance
But
it.
the truth of the matter that at this age and time, I will not go for potentials anymore.
Okay, I like your
I
school
will
of
not go
thought.
for potential
Well-
because you know some guys you will marry them because he has potentials. He loves me in quotes, but years down the line they are still pushing.
He's hardworking. One day he will get there. You
Up,
now
marry
marry
him. Yeah, they are still pushing potentials many years down the line.
Well,
You will not be
looking
the
at
one
it.
to be hustling, doing all this.
What
every
if
stuff.
something happens to that money in quote? We see houses getting burnt every day, wealth going down the drain.
That's where that.
And you now see the lady, the
Not
so-called
married
lady
woman comes in.
who says, I'm marrying for money. Oh, I love him because at least he's taking good care of me. She takes her little portfolio and says, I'm not marrying anymore. I'm living it.
Well, since I'm in the middle of
You
both,
have
both
you
money
have
and
you have a
love.
point, but it's just that I will stand where I'm standing.
Well, since I'm in the middle of both, I say I go for love and I still go for money. But
Okay.
We can weigh the
what
pros
I'm
and the
saying,
cons here.
I think I would rather make my own money
Okay.
myself
Okay.
so that I will still go for love. And if you have money, yes, I will collect your money too, but I will still have my money so that I know what I'm actually pursuing is love. Because
So yes,
love
you're very right. Love is actually the
yes, so if you
foundation
have my
of
money,
every
nobody
solid
would want to,
marriage.
use money to.
Yes.
No.
Every long-lasting marriage, endearing marriage. You know, the times do change. They say times change. There's no condition. It's permanent. Now, where there is love in a marriage or in a home, when the condition becomes lopsided, you suddenly discover that can still be endearing because of the love they cover up for each other.
But
and
what about the
harmony is
situation
still
where
there?
you married for love and after years down the drain, down the line rather, the love just went through the window. You understand?
It's rare. I see
And
that.
guess
It's
what?
rare.
On a serious note, please let me just finish this thought. On a serious note, there are cases I've seen that people married for love, but because of the strenuous how will I put it now? The way the finances of the home circumstances has teared the home, it's actually torn the home apart at the end of the day. Do you get?
It happens.
So that's the
Let me
truth.
say
So
something
you
from
cannot.
experience,
Okay. Okay.
When I was in school, let me see the relationship I am right now. It started from when I was in school in my 200 level.
Okay.
I was in love with a guy. He was a fashion. He's still a fashion designer.
Okay.
So then he was doing it to help himself in school.
Okay.
He was
Okay.
doing it yes, we actually liked ourselves and we started dating. Then there was no money. We were depending on each other in some ways.
Yeah,
And I said, okay, I love this guy, and with this he's doing, he looks hardworking, and I'm sure maybe tomorrow something good will come out of it. And today, I can say I'm happy I stayed back because I'm
Lucky
happy-
you.
Yes,
Lucky
maybe.
you. But do you
Everything
know that
has a positive and a negative.
the pros and the
some
cons.
things that
Cons,
happened,
yes.
maybe he wouldn't have made it in his business, and if I had gone for the money,
And some
I'll be
pe-
like, why did I even waste my time in the first
Exactly.
do you get? And
counting 6 years now, I would say, I've wasted 6 years now. I've been waiting for money. Money has not come. Let me look for my way. My 6 years
it's gone. Yeah.
Yes.
But you still also have some situations where you marry the man for love, and he still left you at the end of the day.
Okay, yes, it happens.
Because when he made that money,
we know it
when
happens.
he made that
That is
money,
if the
We know
love
it
did not come
happens.
from both sides.
Yes, if it's not balanced. Now,
Yes.
when we talk of marrying for love, we are looking at balancing the affectionate and emotional aspect of it.
Mutual love from
That
both
it has to
sides.
be mutual.
Yes.
It has to come from both sides. At times, people say it is better that the man's love should be more than that of
That
the
is
woman.
how God has
like
even created it.
70, 30, or
Yes.
60.
But what you
40.
find now is the opposite. Well, let's not
Yes,
even go
it
there.
should
That's
be,
not what
yes,
we're
we
dealing
know.
with. But we must tell you, in this certain generation,
Yes.
you would agree with me that most people tend to marry for money. Don't get it twisted.
Yes, most people
because
do
of the
marry for
situation
money.
of
Yes,
the
even
world
parents now.
the economic situation of the country and the world at large. It's not just in Nigeria or Africa.
You are right.
It's everywhere in the world.
Everywhere.
You can imagine people at the top, like
Yes.
matchmaking their daughters and their sons
with well-to-do
to
families.
maintain
Yes.
to
Yes.
maintain that level of affluence. So that's to say that it's because as a counselor, sincerely, the truth of the matter is a majority of the cases that comes to my table centers on money.
But now,
Money-related issues.
Okay, now let's look at it from this point of view. If we are to balance it, if we are to balance it, if you want to get married, I would suggest you get married for love, but then you will not be. Don't be one-sided, or don't be kind of, should I say, ignorant of the fact that if you are marrying for love, you should also look at the qualities or the criteria that befit somebody who's prepared for marriage.
Yes.
Let's put that
Yes,
in
you
consideration.
won't look at somebody that he doesn't. Somebody
Because if he doesn't have a job, if he can't feed himself, or he's not able to take care of an extra mouth or two, you don't go into such.
Guess what? Some of us are now in Shango. You know what that means? We're not in Surulere anymore.
I'm telling you.
You understand? We're in a Lauren show. But what that means is that we're not ready to suffer with any man anymore.
Yes,
Sincerely.
Because of what some men do.
Because you see, this is White Table Talk Show. We bring everything bare to
What
the
some
table.
men do at the end of the
We
day.
bring everything bare to the table. These are realities of life that has been happening.
Yes.
You would go with the man with potentials and love or whatever. At the end of the day, he will mess you up.
Yes, he
Rather,
will- yes.
this other matured man that has money will take care of you, and you will still find love. So whatever
Yes.
it is, Sha, what we're just being,
Yes. So, no, we're just looking. We're looking at it
Yes.
objectively here.
Exactly. So
Because
let me
there's
just-
a situation where there's money and then there'll be love.
start off by saying that the truth of the matter is that there is no one way fits all. You
Yes.
understand? Marry for what you believe in.
What you believe? What works for you?
What works for you?
What works for you?
You want to marry for love? Please go ahead. We don't have any criteria for anyone. All right. White Table Talk Show does not have.
Yes,
any
as long as it
criteria.
works for you,
If
it
it
brings
works
out
for you,
the
marry
end
for
result
love.
you
And
need.
if you want to marry for money, and if you want to be like my sister here that wants both,
Just go
just go ahead.
Yes.
But more importantly, know what you want and know the consequences of everything you want, because everything has consequences.
Yes, it does.
All right. I'm sure you enjoyed this dramatic episode.
Oh, yes.
Please kindly follow us on our various social media handles and watch us on Honor TV and Immaculate Television. Till we come your way next time. Stay blessed. Bye-bye.
Bye.